Hey guys, it's Nightwing19 here with my review for episode 9 of Star Wars Rebels, It Eats Array. Now the previous episode was okay, but this week's episode, it was whatever. This episode made me realize something about this season and maybe even the series as a whole. But before I get into that, starting with the recap, Zeb bets and loses Chopper to smuggler Lando Calrissian in a game of sabacc, forcing the Ghost crew to assist Lando with a dangerous smuggling run to get their droid back. The smuggling run involves trading Hera to crime lord As Morgan in exchange for a puffer pig, leaving Hera to escape in an escape pod. Humiliated, As Morgan and his henchmen intercept the rebels on Lothal to take revenge. The crew successfully drive the gangsters away and part ways with Lando, though not before Chopper steals the fuel to Lando's ship, which the smuggler concedes as payment for their help. So overall, I'm giving this episode a 9. It was great seeing Lando Calrissian. If you don't know, the actor who played Lando in The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, Billy D. Williams, he reprised his role in this episode. Rebels is now starting to pull characters from canon as an effort to keep the show alive and fresh. It's okay to do this, but wouldn't you want to see how these new characters deal with new situations on their own without having someone from canon come along and making the episode more interesting? I'll admit that the episodes without canon characters were boring. Lucasfilm couldn't do anything about it really because they couldn't change the episodes that they had already produced. I've recently learned that animated shows usually take to 6 months or maybe even a full year just to produce one episode. So they've already produced the entire season, so they can't get reactions from fans after watching these episodes and change those things in the episodes that are coming up in that season. Live action shows usually have an advantage. They can easily change things because they're filming as episodes are running on TV. Let's say that an episode involving one character didn't get good ratings, producers can easily scratch that character off their future episodes because they might have planned to have that character to show up in a future episode. That character showed up in episode 3 of the season. He or she was planned to come back in episode 12 and they decide to scratch him off. It could work the other way where fans loved one character that wasn't intended to show up again or was intended to show up once, and the producers can bring that character back in a future episode. So if anything, the first season is like the response for Lucasfilm. How the fans react to the first season is really how they can learn from their mistakes and make season 2 the way the fans wanted it, but they'll try not to run away from their own vision. Really, the fans are the core of television. They are what keep a television show alive, and most of the time network producers will listen to what the fans have to say and they will give them what they want for the show. So now into top 5 moments, starting with number 5. Ezra's jealous of how well Lando and Sabine are getting along.
Sabine, I understand this is your work. Reminds me of Januar's protest paintings on Bith.
Januar of Bith is a major influence.
Well, your work is even more stunning in its simplicity.
Hey, I told you your stuff was good months ago.
Yeah, but you didn't know why.
Oh, milady, that's hardly fair. He's just a child with no experience of the galaxy.
I don't suppose you'd like to see my more impressionistic pieces.
I happen to be an impressionistic connoisseur. That means...
I know what it means. Hey, what does that mean?
A lot less than he thinks.
I don't like that guy.
Number 4, The Ghost vs. TIE Fighters.
Canon, when they shoot at us, Hera usually shoots back.
Yeah, well, I'm not Hera, and I'm having enough trouble just keeping ahead of these guys. What?
Find some.
Oh, right.
Number 3, The Ghost Crew vs. As Morgan.
I've run out of patience! Get them!
Chopper, don't hide there in the fuel canister.
No lightsabers. Not unless we're...
You worry too much.
Hey, mine doesn't do that.
Nope. I might not be able to sword fight yet, but I can shoot.
Kid, you continue to impress.
Nice shot, Lando.
Yeah, just not as much as Lando.
Zeb, the pig! Scare it!
What? How?
Just be you!
Hey! Hey! You're welcome!
New terms! I get Calrissian, and this one lives. I get Calrissian, and you all can go free.
You got it.
Deal.
It's tempting, but the answer's still no. My terms. You and your men leave now, and we let you live. Start walking.
Number 2, Hera escapes from Asmorgan's ship.
The Master desires a little more alone time while I change clothes in my quarters. That was a really useful tray.
That tree is my property, and I want my property back here now.
Number 1, meet Lando Calrissian.
Sabak. I win.
Not so fast. It appears I have an idiot's array. Which makes you, well...
And what does that make you?
Name's Calrissian. Lando Calrissian. Now please, introduce me to my new droid.
So what do you guys think? Do you think Rebels should continue to bring canon characters in the rest of the season? Leave me your thoughts in the comments below, and remember, I'll be doing reviews for all episodes of Star Wars Rebels this season. Be sure to subscribe to catch them. Subscribe to my other channel, Jedi for 50, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr for updates on Star Wars Rebels, The Flash, and more. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.